present, the more powerful the player. Now, I'm not going to, one thing I want to let you guys know is that you don't have to look too closely at these presents. There's nothing in the wrapping that's going to indicate what they are.
You liar!
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Kralo, you little troll. You're the GOAT. I'll let it slide, but you seem to be a little some sneaky business when it comes to kind of hinting that there was no clues in the gifts. But today's video, we're going to be going through all 16 presents. We're going to go from smallest to biggest, and we're kind of going to discuss what I think the value they each have, as well as the clues on the extra large rare gifts. They're really hard to see from the naked eye, but if we zoom in, do little effects and filter in Photoshop, we can kind of make out what the logos are on the gift. So starting off with the small gift, it quick sells for 7.5k snowflakes. So I'm kind of going to use the value each gift. And 85 quick sells for 6k snow. So in terms of like a prediction what this pack could be, I'm hoping all these kind of small and medium gifts have no ceiling when it comes to their gifts. So hopefully it's like an 84 plus player. Hopefully it's not like an 83 to 87 player. Kind of caps the upside when it comes to these presents. The medium common gift, you're going to pack this one a lot if you pull the medium, basically re-rolls. Green with red polka dots. Quick sells for 20k snowflakes, and 87 and 89 quick sell, kind of in between. The medium of those two are the average. If I had to guess, there's green and red, maybe an 83 plus team of the week card, maybe an 87 to 90 team of the week. That'd probably be a little bit too much for that gift. Here we have the rare medium gift. You're going to pull this one a lot less likely than the common medium one. It's basically a white and red wrapping paper. Discards for 30k snowflakes. I'm hoping with this gift, since it's a red kind of elite, hopefully it's like an 87 plus elite player or an 89 plus elite player. That'd probably be the best. Medium gifts in past Maddens have been really good. Hopefully that kind of stays its course. Now moving on to the large gifts, a little more fun. I call this one personally the Hubba Bubba gift because of its color shade. The Hubba Bubba Gum Company, basically the watermelon flavor, red and green bright. Quick sells for 60k snowflakes. If you pull the large gifts, you are going to pull this one 95% of the time like I did. 91 quick sells for 56.6k snow. So if I had to guess, hoping it's kind of maybe a 90 plus elite player, maybe it's a 90 plus team of the week. We'll go, there's a team of the week gift, but this one kind of, I have no clue. It could really be anything. It's the most common gift, probably not going to be too good. Moving on, here we go, the team of the week gift, 65k snowflakes. It's just full deck down in green. If I had to guess, I'd say a team of the week hero. Hopefully it's a 90 plus. If it's a 90 to 93, maybe it's a fantasy pack. I'm hoping it's not an 87 plus team of the week. That would kind of be a dud for this gift. These gifts are really expensive. Snowflakes are really expensive in general, so I'm hoping this is kind of a team of the week master, maybe a team of the week master fantasy pack. Choose one of three, like the legend solo pack that we got the other day. That one, not a bad. By the way, it's a lot more rare to pull this one. You're gonna pull that Hubba Bubba gift, by the way, like 95% of the time. These green, yellow, and the next one you're gonna see a lot harder to pull. This one is a yellow, and there's a shade kind of an orange yellow, and when you go to the Ultimate Team logo, it kind of has the same gradient as the Redux logo, where it kind of goes yellow, fades to orange, and it kind of makes perfect sense with the quick selling for about 60, I think it's 68k snowflakes, and 91 quick sells for 56.6. I think a 91 plus Redux pack would be a smash option when it comes to this gift. I think it's a really good, this is probably the best large gift in my opinion, because we are getting 94 overall Redux players on the 17th of December. If it's a 91 plus Redux, or like a, let's say a choose one of three Redux packs, like the one we got on Blitz, not the one like we got on Blitz, but basically just a 91 plus Redux pack. If you could pull the likes of Robbie Anderson, that gift is going to have a super high ceiling when it comes to the types of players you can pull. So I'm really looking to stash that gift, and I like the quick sell, the Hubba Bubba one a lot, and kind of keep the rare large ones. This one I have no clue. It's the rarest by far. I've only pulled 3 out of about 130 large rerolls. Quick sells for 82k snowflakes. It kind of, at first I'm like ultimate kickoff, right? But it's more teal than turquoise, and ultimate kickoff wouldn't really make the most sense considering the best card is a 91 overall master. Then I'm like, you know what, zero chill, it's got kind of that blue, but it's not kind of that Arctic frost blue. It's turquoise, more teal. So I have no clue when it comes to this gift. Maybe this is a new player, but hopefully it's good because I have rarely pulled this one. Quick sells for 82k snow. Now moving on to the extra large gifts. The first one, this is kind of, I think, the most obvious one. Now I have some of the quick sell values for the extra large gifts, but some of them I don't. This one, quick sells over 136k. I think this is pretty much a Blitz. I'm hoping it's a Blitz master where you could either get a 93 plus, so either Montez Sweat, Lamar, or Bo Jackson. If you could pull Bo Jackson this gift, it will be a lot better. If they make it a 92 plus gift where you could pull Jamar Chase and Derwin James, it'd probably be a little worse, to be honest. Of course, it has about an 18k extra snowflake value, so hopefully it's just a 93 plus and not 92 plus, but we know how EA is. And then of course we got kind of this leak, or not leak, It's just a post from EA Sports on their Instagram on Friday, kind of detailing these 3 presents, these not rare extra large ones, just common extra larges. No extra larges are common, but just not the rare ones. The Legend, Most Feared, and Bonos. We're kind of going to be going through this one. I have the most of, but again, this Legend, it discards for 144k. I actually think this Legend gift could be pretty good because we are still due for 4 more 95 overall Legends, with of course I think it's the 18th of Saturday and then the 25th, of course, Christmas, when these presents open. So we still have 4 more Legends to be added into kind of the Legend pool. And if this gift is a 90, like let's say a 90 plus Legend pack, or maybe a 90, even like a 93 plus Legend, this could be a pretty awesome pack. The value I think is a lot more than basically the Most Feared and a present we're gonna get to in a little bit. This one is the Most Feared. Now I'm gonna zoom in because it's been labeled as the Most Feared. It quick sells for 172k snowflakes, which is a little weird because if it's the Most Feared, the best you could get is a 93 overall, which kind of doesn't make sense in terms of like lining up the value, since a 93 quick sells for 118k snow. And you kind of see that Redux logo again with the Ultimate Team logo where it fades from yellow to orange. So I don't know. Of course, it has the X logo for Most Feared, but if I don't know, this one's probably the worst in my opinion if it's just a Most Feared 93 overall. Maybe they give us the option to pull the limited time Most Feared cards. That would probably make a little bit more sense, but maybe it's a Redux and Most Feared pack combined. I don't know how that could work, but that one probably I think the worst extra large gift. Here we have the Bow Nose one. Now we are just, I think I'm right when I'm recording this, we're about to get the Bow Nose next 4 announcement, and the Bow Nose players should be 95 overall since we got an overall upgrade. So this Bow Nose gift, I don't know how much it discards for. You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments. Probably just gonna be a 94 overall plus Bow Nose player. So probably the most boring gift in terms of value, because there's real no upside with Bow Nose players unless these 95 overalls just are insane. Now going on to the final kind of just common extra large gift, we're going to use Gut Fox Clip for kind of an example. It is pretty obvious. We've seen the Blitz promo basically one, the Most Feared Legend. The last one we kind of have to basically decipher is going to be a Harvest pack. You kind of see that leaf in the background, a yellow orange wrapping paper color. I'm hoping it's not a 92 plus, so you pull the heroes. I'm hoping it's just a 94 plus champion pack, but again, that one would be kind of boring because there's not a lot of upside. I think really the extra large gifts, the 2 worst ones, are the Most Feared one and the Harvest one, just because at least with the Blitz you might have the upside of pulling Bo Jackson, and with the Legends you could pull an upside of a Derek Thomas, a Walter Jones type player. With the Most Feared and the Harvest one, there's not a lot of upside. Now I kind of went over it. Here we have a blue one. It's dark blue, and I've kind of zoomed in, done some filters, and hopefully in the top middle of your screen you can kind of make out, now naked eye, if you just look at these, they're really hard to see, but the Titans logo seems to be kind of in the background. I drew a little shape in terms of where the logo kind of is in comparison now to the actual Titans logo. You kind of see the T, the flames going from bottom, not in the middle of the screen, to kind of the top left. So hopefully you can take a screenshot, by the way, on any of these to kind of maybe show your friends, see it for yourself, because in my opinion, when I first actually saw a lot of these just on my screen on my PC, I couldn't see them at all. When I looked on my phone and I zoomed in, it was a lot easier to see these kind of clues. So for these Titans gift, this one could be pretty cool because of course it's probably going to be a 95 plus overall player. I'll get into that in the very end of this video. The options I think for the Titans, we have Chris Johnson and Eddie George would probably be the two most obvious legend choices. Draw and Curse Bruce Matthews getting a second card probably wouldn't be as fun. I don't think Madden really does this. These gifts are really rare to pull. And the last kind of option I think for the Titans we could see is Steve McNair. Now a lot of people think it could be Derrick Henry. I just don't think we see a Most Feared to Christmas. That's too basically short of a gap between content cards. It's only a 92 to a 95 overall. I mean, that's a decent jump, but I don't know. I think it would be more cool if we got Eddie George, Chris Johnson, or Steve McNair. Now moving on to kind of this red and orangey gift. This was the first gift that I actually saw the logo very easily on. It's probably the easiest logo to see. It is quite clearly a Cardinals logo. You kind of see the tail, and I've done some basically effects and drawn a little bit to help you guys kind of see where it exactly is in comparison now to the actual Cardinals logo. The kind of feathers going up from bottom right to top left I've kind of shown. Hopefully you guys can see these logos well on your screen. I don't know how exactly how the YouTube video will come out, but in terms of Cardinals players, there are a lot of options where they could be, because there's current players that don't have upgrades, as well as there's a lot of legendary options. So the legend options, Ioannis Williams, we've seen he's gotten cards in the past. He would be a pretty cool one. DeAndre Hopkins, not having the best season, but definitely due for an upgrade from his core elite. Kyler Murray, probably the most popular choice when it comes to an upgrade. Could easily see like a Ghost of Madden present, 96 overall Kyler Murray. My personal one that I think would be awesome, man, Patrick Peterson, Ghost of Madden pass from the Cardinals, like a flashback card. I think that corner card would be amazing. And then of course you always have Larry Legend. I think he has maybe a base card in this game as a free agent, but he doesn't have any other cards. We could see a Larry Legend, and then a little sneaky one, maybe Pat Tillman. We've seen his Mutt Master in the past, so that was kind of the options for the Cardinals gift. Now moving on to this one, found this picture on Twitter, couldn't find this gift at all anywhere in terms of YouTube. Very a dark purplish, and you can kind of make out what the logo is going to be. It seems to be a Ravens. You can kind of see the beak on the right side of the Z. I've kind of pointed out the beak and kind of the top of the logo. I can almost match up the Baltimore Ravens logo with it on the screen. I did have to do some effects when it came to like darkening, saturation, and stuff like that, so you guys can see it. Because if you really just look at these on your console, you're probably not going to be able to see them. If I'm being honest, they're really, really hard to see. Maybe that's why Kralo could not see him. He didn't really take the time to like zoom in. But in terms of Ravens, this is a weird one because a lot of people think it's going to be either Ed Reed or Ray Lewis, but again, I don't think we get kind of a second upgrade so early on from Mosphere to Christmas. I think it'd have to be Ultimate Kickoff or later for them to get an upgrade like we saw with Calvin Johnson. Some other options for the Ravens. Marlon Humphrey probably is the present player on the Ravens most due for an upgrade. He did get a Superstar 89, but that was a long time ago. Jonathan Ogden, right tackle. Well, he's a left tackle, but Madden always makes him a right tackle. Would be kind of the best legend options in terms of value. Adalius Thomas, but in my opinion, what I think we could be seeing, T Sizzle, Terrell Suggs. We haven't had him in the game in a couple years. He probably wouldn't be the best value in terms of the gift, but a 96 overall, maybe Ghost of Madden Pass or Legend. Terrell Suggs would be pretty awesome if you ask me. Now moving on. Now, this is the gift that I do have. It quick sells for 350k Snowflakes. I'm guessing all the other extra large quick sell for 350k, and as well a 95 quick sells for 250k. So I think all these extra large gifts are going to be 96 overall Ghost of Madden players. Now, this was the hardest one in my opinion to actually see the logo and actually kind of make out what it was. You do see a teal and an orange wrapping paper, and that kind of gives it away. And I basically had to do a bunch of X-ray saturation stuff, but I finally got to the point where you can kind of see the Dolphins logo. Of course, take a screenshot if you want, and I kind of matched up the exact Dolphins logo with the logo on the screen. It matches up perfectly. What gave it away to me was actually the sun around the Dolphin with these spikes. You can easily see that behind the UT and the Z, as well. The colors was really easy for the effects to kind of make the hidden Dolphins logo appear out of nowhere. Now for the Dolphins player options, this is a little hard one. I'm kind of disappointed that I had this gift because the upside on these players really is not a lot. Of course, we're probably not going to get a Dan Marino 96 overall. Jalen Waddle would probably be the best option, the fastest receiver in the game, maybe a Ghost of Madden in the future. Mark Clayton, we've seen a legend card of his in the past. He wasn't a bad card in last year's game. That would be a decent option, but again, that's not like the biggest legend name. In terms of current players, Xavier Howard on the Dolphins is probably the most due for an upgrade. Would be a decent card, but kind of a long shot. I actually think this could be originally, if Jason Taylor did not have a card, it'd probably be Jason Taylor. Zach Thomas, if he was in Madden, I believe 16 had a legend card the only year he was in the game. Could possibly be Zach Thomas. The Dolphins gift, really, and the Ravens gift, I think are a level under the Cardinals and the Titans gift, just because the upside of the players basically available to get a card. But of course, like I put on the screen, a 95 quick sells for 250k Snow. These extra large rare ones quick sell for 350k. I'd have to assume it's a 96 overall player. I don't know why they'd make this a 95 when I'd rather just quick sell for 350k Snow. And the simple fact, these gifts are impossible to pull. I've only pulled one rare extra large and a lot of gifts. But that is going to be the video for today. Hopefully you guys got all the information. You can kind of gather your thoughts of what you think these gifts could be. I've kind of given you all the information. You could do with whatever you want with it. But I have a present video dropping tomorrow when it comes to all the stats, the reroll percentages, and everything. Market Monday, of course, the video tomorrow. But that is going to be all for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you have any questions. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you enjoyed. Discord link is in the description. You're always free to join there, learn a bit more about the market and everything. But that is all for today. Until tomorrow, peace.